All right, this is the 90-day assessment of Forza Motorsport, the game that won Racing Game of the Year somehow. And I just have some examples of what the state of this game is. Long story short, the TLDR from me, it's been a disappointing experience. I only care about Forza GT and the TCR lobby. The open lobbies are pointless. The rotation on these lobbies, even in TCR and Forza GT, have been kind of lame. They only do 5 or 6 maps for the entire week, which that gets boring pretty quick, especially if you actually get some decent rotation time in and you're just playing the same 6 tracks over and over and over again. So yeah, that's not fun, and it gets stale really quick. This game is a hollow shell of what it used to be. I really think that this, if I was to give this a grade right now from like an A+ to an F, it's pretty much a D- or a flat out D. It's not in a good state of, it's not in a good condition. It really is not playable. You see how there's YouTubers and streamers and stuff that usually would be streaming and playing and making videos like crazy. They're not. I'm still making videos because I'm trying to find out some fun stuff to do and share, and it just becomes, the videos I've been making lately are just like memes and me bitching about the game and my bad experiences with it. Well, let's go on to the community now, because you already got my assessment. I mean, 90 days, 3 months, we've had maybe 2 tracks put in the game and your handful of cars. Big whoop. Nothing's really been addressed. You can't even look at replays still. It's really, really bad. I mean, Forza Motorsport 6, I missed that game. That game was freaking awesome. But yeah, so I asked on Twitter, 40-day 90 assessment of video coming out soon. What's your experience with the game? Voice your opinions here, and I'll tell you what, besides maybe like 1 comment, everything's negative. Utterly disappointed, and I'm a hardcore fanboy. This is past Forza Motorsport 5 levels of bad. Take me back to the 360 days. Was afraid it looked like a letdown when the trailer showed, and I haven't seen any reason to download it since, probably because of the videos and the community itself. And I have Game Pass. That's pretty bad. I really hate judging something I haven't played, but with Forza Motorsport, it's clear as day. I'll keep it on my pass list for now. So this person here is basically just taking his feedback and looking at reviews and the community and just saying like, it's not worth his time, which is a decent choice, to be honest, because even a month and a half ago I made a video that was saying that this game's a waste of time, and I blame that primarily on the Trickle method of putting content in this game, which is kind of horse shit. And then damn allergies. And then having such a broken game where there's not much to do, and then the leveling system itself, the car leveling system, is terrible. Now, they did come out and say they were going to address the AI, the car leveling system, and the Forza race regulations in a post from yesterday morning, and that's fine and all, but I think it's just like a little too late, especially with it being 3 months into it. And I know I've seen some people online that are really like, hey, give this game a chance. Forza Motorsport will really turn itself around in a couple of years. We shouldn't have to wait. I remember being super upset with Forza Motorsport 7. I paid $100 for that game, and the first 3 or 4 months was unplayable. It was garbage. I hated it. But I was such a Forza tunnel vision fanboy that I was like, oh, gotta keep playing, gotta race in Tora, I gotta do this, I gotta be the best back marker that I can be in these league events and stuff. And I just kept getting disconnected, and the game was ass, and I just hated it. And I'm getting that same sense now. I will say that the driving experience is better, the servers are a little bit better for a launch title, but this is a AAA game. This has the backing of Microsoft behind it. I don't understand why these AAA games are just having such a hard time creating and giving us a fully fleshed out game. And if you want to put in DLC after the fact, go ahead, put in your DLC. I'm kind of used to that by now, but don't be giving us these, hey, here's a car, here's 1 car per week. Also, it's going to take you 3 hours to level this car before you can change any tires or spoilers or anything. It's really annoying. The game is just buggy. It's not even fun levels of buggy. It is game-breaking levels of buggy, and it's not enjoyable. We have another person here. I enjoy the TCR lobbies, and that's all I've been doing, as the grind of leveling cars discourages me to do anything else. Thank you. Also, with the lack of divisional leaderboards, it gives me even less desire to play. Class rivals exist, but grinding cars to make them competitive is a big turnoff. Huge waste of time. I agree with him. Won't play it again until I see positive reviews from the community, maybe a long time. Boring career mode with AI that barely drive better than multiplayer. Crap lobbies that got worse as players learn how to exploit the penalty system. Which is true. Even I was like, okay, if I cut this corner but let off the throttle, it'll give me a warning. So there's ways to cheat the system. You can cut corners, you can go wide, but if you lay off the throttle, you can just skate through a penalty. Same thing where if somebody is to go sideways, or if there's a wreck in front of you, and if you let off the gas, I don't know what it is, but like letting off the throttle just shows that you're not going to ram them, you know? You can still hit the shit out of them at 150 miles an hour, but as long as that throttle is not being pressed down at the moment of impact, then you're all good to go. I know it's not the same every single time, but it's really, I've been able to get out of some penalties for that. Shit, absolutely shit. It's not even Forza anymore. It's a cash grab. I mean, it's not wrong. It's funny because I mean, these are discouraged customers. These are your loyal customer base. The people who are commenting on this are people I've been racing with and playing with and just been in this niche community for years. And these people are mad. I mean, this is the common denominator here. It's really bad. And then this one right here, given we, Tora, the Online Racing Association, have publicly announced we're putting all organized racing on pause today, the experience could have probably been better. Now, I do want to touch base on that because I think that is huge. This is the ultimate statement, and let's get to it. From the desk of the president at our recent town hall, we discussed our plans for upcoming events on Forza Motorsport. Specifically, we confirmed publicly that NASCAR will be the next Thursday series and publish the car list for the Kialami GT3 event. We did not announce dates for either. Forza Motorsport is not able to provide a consistent, fair, and stable platform for our events at this time. We do not feel it is fair to ask you all to spend your time and energy prepping for the event that we cannot guarantee the quality of until at a minimum, the invisible car issue is resolved. We will not be hosting Forza Motorsport events. Your success should come from your efforts on the track and the tuning space, not at the mercy of software bugs. January 9th, 2024. Holy crap. Tora is like one of the biggest racing events in Forza. I mean, this community is massive, and this is huge right here. I mean, you gotta take this seriously. This is Tora saying Forza Motorsport, after dealing with Forza Motorsport 7, because I did race in Tora events at the launch of Forza Motorsport 7, they're saying this rebooted, built from the ground up game is not worth hosting their races on. That speaks volumes of how discouraged and upset this community is. It's ridiculous. And then we can get to the comments on here. This should never have been an issue. This game should have not been released. It was never an early release. It was never ever released ready. The bugs are overwhelming with the lack of community support, and understand the turn 10 is taken. I'm not confident that anything will be fixed soon. Check back in a year and then maybe the game will be what it should have been on release, but you need to give this game another year. It took 6 months after release for them to add multiplayer to 7, and then it was very little multiplayer. I mean, he's right. That's the pathetic thing. We gotta wait a whole nother year. In the meantime, you know how many other racing games we could be playing instead of wasting our time on this? So, I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad. It's bad. And then the general consensus on, let's just go to Forza Motorsport's Instagram. I won't take too much more of your time. We're nearing 10 minutes. So let's go to the newest one. And it's just promoting this new car that was put out. And it's a mess. It's another buggy mess of a car, and it's literally just the Trickle content that's being put in the game, and it's buggy as hell. I mean, your fuel, your laps, the way it drives, this whole thing is, I mean, even you have this guy here who is a YouTuber, a drag racing YouTuber that I follow on YouTube. Really good content. How about you fix this beyond broken shit sounding car in this game? It sounds way better in Forza Horizon 5 and Gran Turismo 7. Everything in this car needs to be fixed. Fuel and tuning stats to them are either non-existent or wrong. And I mean, it's again, the general consensus is I prefer the Nordschleife. This person's saying how the track is actually good. It doesn't really super flowy circuit that you need to nail every corner. So some people, when they do comment on things, they're not just completely destroying the game. They'll actually answer the question at hand there. But yeah, this game would be perfect with Nordschleife and Fujimi Kaido. So that's just more of a want from their side. But yeah, I mean, community update. This is what I was talking about earlier. They're going to fix Forza race regulations, the AI, and the car leveling system will be adjusted. And for fuck's sake, I really hope they make it. If you're going to level a car, if I'm going to level a Dodge Viper, that should give me, and I'm pretty sure the Forza game used to do this, maybe Forza Motorsport 4, where if I drove a Dodge Viper for 3 days straight, I level up the affinity of Dodge, not this specific car, but all of Dodge cars. So at that point, parts become cheaper. I can start, if they want to just really keep it to where we can't change tires till level 10, fine. But if I'm going to drive a Dodge Viper, let me get to a point where I'm racing this one car to unlock all this crap, and then I can buy other things like the Dodge Challenger, Dodge Chargers, all this other shit, and then boom, I don't have to level every single car because the affinity of that brand is what is leveled up. So that saves some time. People can do that, and it still won't be a mess. Bring back open track day lobbies and remove the silly car level upgrade system. New car sounds, more tracks. I mean, this game is just lacking. I don't really need to say anymore. It's I stand by my grade. I really think a D- is fitting, and it sucks for a game that is a AAA game. It's not the same, and I'm disappointed. I really am. Will I continue to play this game? I think periodically. I'm going to focus on other games. I'm going to dip back into WRC and get back into Assetto Corsa as well. So, what are your thoughts? I'm pretty sure I know what your thoughts are going to be, but I want to hear them. Let's hear what your thoughts are, and where else are you going to go? Are you going back to Horizon? Are you going to Assetto Corsa? Are you going to stay on Forza and kind of ride the waves and see what happens? We'll find out, but in the meantime, I will go play something else. I'm not going to uninstall the game. I won't be dramatic like that, but I'm going to keep it on here. Probably play the game maybe once a month or so and see, kind of come back and see how things are. And I hope for the best, because I'm a huge Forza fan. It's what got me back into racing games back in the late 2000s. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. And this has been your Forza Motorsport 90-day assessment. Bye-bye.